Okay, guys. Hello, hello. Sorry, it was a bit lagging. Okay. Hmm. There you go. Better. So the idea there is just to try to do like some kind of a Viper super fighter thing. I want to have like that big scene with like fighters like just taking down like a big ship. So I want them like to be like fairly simple in their shapes, but they have like a few complex elements like the cockpit like that. So the cockpit is done. That character is going to be like up front in the scene. Since yesterday I just changed a bit the helmet. It's even more complex now. It's cool. Like it. So all I need to do now is like all the rest of the ship basically, and the full sceneries around that. Yeah, guys. Oh, Zak Zakak, Zakak. Welcome. Everybody's just jumping in. Welcome to the Space Knights. So I like all of that part now, and what I want to do is just basically build up the main shape of the spaceship in 3ds Max, and from there I'm going to continue in ZBrush. And I don't know where I'm going to go now. Still not decided. I really want it to be like very, very basic. Cool. Salut Nico. Bon, toi, regarde, j'ai fini j'ai trouvé une meilleure manière de faire le cast. Maintenant, là, ça me plaît bien, là, c'est cool. Bon, toute cette partie-là est cool, elle est bien faite, là, c'est bon. Donc, maintenant, je fais le spaceship. So I'm just going to use very simple primitives, FFDs. Always use FFDs like since it's existed, you know. It's quite effective. Hello, 7-star dragon. Whoa, that's a good name. So you have like any kind of questions? Shoot. Oh, if you wanna go into just also like where is that thing? That's it. So you can see my beard growing up real time. Tomorrow is shave day. Oh yeah, I need that. Try to convince my wife to just give me a haircut, but she wants me to look like a samurai, so on my way to have like a kind of a hair attach very soon. Hello, DD3D. Finally, some 3D guys coming up. That's cool. There's more and more around, right? The more the merrier. Man, lots of people coming in. That's cool. Welcome, Lazarus. Keep them coming. Okay, that's cool. So I still don't quite know what to do with that shape. I'm going to do like some tests. The idea of like keeping it simple. I don't want to have like too much like a kind of a plain look. Spaceship doesn't need wings. I like that one. That one is quite cool. I like that kind of a. I think I'm going to keep that kind of idea of something that is just detached like that. That's very nice. Okay. Hello, Danarogon. Hello, hello. Welcome to the Spaceship Nights. We should have a tag for like the Spaceship Nights. We just have like 3D. There's almost nothing for like the artists around there, like on Twitch. How come? Okay, cool. I will follow. Danarogon. Nice to meet you. My son is depressed. He's learning 3D and he just did like a bit of a mistake, so now he just has to rework on his stuff. Oh well. So we could keep that on the bottom like that. That's cool. Bigger engine, always good. Oh yeah, he did that. He's finished with that one. You're following everything crazy. It's the spice of life. Yeah, he just learned how to do like hairs for like one of his like modeling courses, and he just came to me and said, "Dad, I have to do like 70. I have 70 meshes for the hairs. I have to do like 70 like UVs." I said, "No, you copy paste the first one with the UVs." It's like, "Oh, you have to put UVs first." I was like, "Yep." There you go. Said you don't like your 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 teacher didn't tell you that. Said I think he did. Just yeah, lesson learned. Yeah, there's no way in hell you can just learn things from you just have to experiment everything. J'aurais raconté ta triste histoire sans avec toi. He's pissed. He's totally pissed. Yeah, Homeworld all the way. Who doesn't like the design of Homeworld? Yeah, I like to keep something asymmetrical, so I see what goes for that. I don't know where it's going to be, but yeah, you always need to have a bit of a asymmetrical thing going on. I like this aesthetic. But right now I have no idea still. So that's cool. I need something there. So see, designing those shapes is more like improvising shapes. Hey, 25 people already. Hello, guys. So I'm just thinking right now, just about the only the general shapes. And I sort out the details after that. Hello, Tosmo. Welcome. Spaceship Knights. The base Knights. Blender. Then Aragon, you have to send me what we're doing because I'm interested. Yeah. Nicolas says I should know you stuff. So maybe your pseudo I don't recall it. So maybe we know each other from Twitter or something. Sorry if I don't recall. Yeah, I need a new brain so I can just attach like a new interface for like so I can just learn Blender on the side because I have no time to do that. Always try to do that. Like all my teammates are just saying like you should go there. Yeah, I know. No fucking time. You what? Okay. Wait. Fighting with my glasses. Sorry, not. Yeah, we're supposed to get the links. I'm going to remove those for now. Goes in the way for me. Okay. So that's the first coolest shape. Let's check it back again. I really like that. That's cool. That's very nice, and that too. So I want to do the mix of that and that one. Ish. So I'm checking you. I don't see your link. Where is it? Yeah, I see only asterisk too. So maybe that's. Anyways, contact me later. Continuing to stream. I don't know how to set up those things. I'm totally new about that thing. So right now it's really just boxes with just a bit of deformations. I'm using both actually, so that's why it's hard to tell. I'm using some elements from kit bashing. If you check on my commands, you have like one on the kit bash. I have my reference on the kit bash I use the most, and that's it. But yeah, it's like a half and half. Depends. You know, the big shapes I like to model them myself, and the details I'll go with kit bashing. Like like an engine. I don't have the patience to do that. There you go. Andrew is there. He's going to help. Thank you, Andrew. And Andrew's kit bashing is around there. I'm using his elements a lot. Still not quite what I want. But yeah, for the new ones around, yeah, the cockpit is done already, so I'm very happy with that. So what I need to do right now is just to add the rest of the ship, and I'd like to finish it tonight, that ship, and then it's just going to be like more of the scene. I want to do like still like that kind of a Christmas like atmosphere, where I want like kind of a big space battle or something, you know. Hey, look, those are good too. Yeah. So it's like tiny little fighters just taking down just like a huge spaceship. Almost like going through. We see. I always love the wipeout simplicity with the shapes. That's super cool. Super effective. Oops. There you go. Cue that. Oh, yeah, it's a 3ds Max. 3ds Max, the last one, 2018. Always been a Max user. So I need now like to just get on board with a Blender because it's quite impressive what we can do with that. But damn, I don't have the time for that. The strange will be like very different. Me swearing in French while I'm fighting with the interface for sure. That could be fun too. It will be like French swear nights. I swear a lot when it's like it comes to fighting with the software in French. No, sorry, that Aragon that doesn't work. Are you on Twitter or something? I'm sure we must follow each other on another like somewhere. I think there is just that the followers or like the subs who can do that. I have no idea what that thing works. I'll make sure to adjust that next time. Sorry for that. whichever. Use some link on the side. Yeah, okay, that one. Okay, I wasn't sure you were referring to that one. Sure, but I won't check it right now. So sometimes I really like to just take one big element and see how it goes. It's all about like finding like really like the kind of the silhouette I like the most, and then the rest is just adding more details. But first, as long as I'm not happy with the like that, happy with the silhouette, it's not worth like going even further, you know. So that's cool. That solves that aspect there. That's cool. Who is the Québec? Ah, toi aussi, t'es québécois. Salut. Oui, oui, tu peux parler en français, pas de problème. But I'll be more like into English, but yeah, I'm going to slow up like some English tea too. Music is from Eva9. So with that, I just need something like I want it to be like more like a swordfish or something like it's not totally like symmetrical. Really enjoying doing that design. It's at this point at this stage you don't know where you're going to be, and that's the fun part. It's more Maya at Video. We have Maya. I'm a Max user, so there are a few exceptions. But no, it's like it's Maya, and we're starting to get like a Blender too. Hey Adam Rommel. Hey, how you doing? Hey buddy. See, I'm alive. That's cool. Glad to have you around. That's nice. Did you bring like some beer, some friends? Okay. So yeah, I'm just finishing up that new spaceship, just showing up to the new guys with the cockpit and all. It's going to be like a scene with like fighters, space fighters, like parrots. That's a little guy you saw in the video I just tweeted. So this one is done, and I'm just doing like the whole shape of the spaceship right now. So it's going to be around there. Oh, come on, set the orientation. Cheers. Thank you, guys. Thanks, Adam. Just checking. Guys, for those who don't know, like Adam is the co-author on there you go, telling that right now on Astroneer. I had like astronomy, or I was like, no, damn it, Astroneer. So Adam created that amazing, cool little game, Astroneer, and he's with us. Yeah, I'm not done with that spaceship. I know Adam for a long time now. We never had a beer together. We should. We're almost neighbors. That will happen one day. Yeah, you should have like many fans around Adam. Been a while, I didn't have the time to check on like all the new cool stuff you put like into the game, so definitely going to check on that. I love playing that game. You know, I would always push to have like a version with like a more alien dark space look, but you know, that's just me. Imagine that. Astroneer, alien style. That would be like awesome. Agreed. And like you'd have like you see on the infos, like we have like a great time at Montreal. Fucking crazy right now, but we're safe. That's cool. Yeah, it's pretty much like lots of Quebecois and Canadians around. And Nicola, we definitely need to invite Adam to our little party. I think he would love that. Yeah, we started a little like Discord that is like a private forum. That's quite cool. Also, good people around. Alrighty, coming along. That's good. So I'm just adding like more and more primitives to the whole thing just to see how it feels. It feels right. It's going to stay. If not, starting from scratch again. You're going to lose it, Adam, when you see who's there. Oh yes, please do that, so I can see who you know. I'm sure we know each other. Send me like a quick link. I'll check it right away. 33 people, guys. Thanks. You know what? Thanks. You know, feels like you guys are more like a Friday night people. All right then. So it's just like building up and building up on the top of the whole thing there, starting to look better and better, just refining everything. But it's just like shapes right now, and after that, like just push it like in ZBrush for sure. And now I'm just doing more and more like my textures also like in ZBrush because it's for illustration, and just export that after that in Kshot with the bridge. So that's better and better. Hello, Salad Smith. Nice name. Thanks for following up. It's not totally symmetrical. I just arrange that later on. Something's fishy. I think that thing is not symmetrical, but that's okay. I arrange that later on. So just checking. Hey, now I see what you're doing, Adriano. Okay, cool. Super nice. So that's you. Really sweet. Nice work. I see the inspirations. Very simple shapes. That's cool. Some pixel art. Oh, that one is very nice. That's Evo 9. That's the soundtrack I'm just listening to when I'm doing spaceships. I love it. It's like a full 1 hour, like not 1 hour. It's like 12 hours of like spaceships music. Quite good. Okay then, that's cool. Works for me. I like to have like some exaggerated shapes around. Yeah, ah, it's quite a cool game. I played it like just like ages ago. I think I started to play it like back. Oh yeah, back in 29, 09, yeah, 2009, something like that. I remember one night I was just like mining with my little tiny like spaceship, and there was like guys like from a huge corp coming passing by. They were just slurping the whole belt in front of my eyes. But the guys were like just like miner specialists, and when the pirates come in, they just ask for help. I did that, and they say, "Okay, let's band," and I just passed the whole night with them, like just tiny that tiny like fleet, just trying to help the big guys. And in the end, they shared it like in equal parts, and I became like a millionaire like in one night. I was like, what the hell? So funny. I like that. That's cool. 32. It's very like moving like back and forth, like it's very busy night. Okay, so I'm getting like more like something that I like. It's getting there. It's nice. Hello, Chiabreux. Welcome to the spaceship night. We're trying to design that cool little ship and not knowing where I'm going. It's part of the fun. I like that moment. Actually, I just like managed to do like a kind of a pipeline where I kind of like every moment in the process, and all the annoying process. I managed to find ways to just get rid of that. More flaps, because why not? Flaps in space, that totally makes sense. But maybe those are like fighters who can just go like in an atmospheric environment too, so why not? So I figure out that because our time is quite crappy these days on Earth, I like to just share a bit more like my process and evade going in space. We need that. Still waiting for the new trailer for Dune. I'm sure it's not far from now. Should be around the corner very soon. And when it's up, I could just do like a night just talking about that if you want, guys. We can just do like a nerd space night about Dune. I would love to do that. I also like have the thing from Jodorowsky, so we could just talk Dune all night long. Could be fun. I think they're going to keep the crazy stuff for like around the house Corino and the main houses and stuff. I felt it felt like quite okay, like not too crazy and expected, like I agree, but in a good sense, like you can't believe characters they start off like two crazy costumes. It's like so I think there is going to be like a nice kind of a balance. Quite like this one. It's quite aggressive and all. It has like those elements I liked from like Battle Star Galactica. I like that kind of stuff like that. Tea is with like ginger and citrus. You need that. With that, yeah, there is no coronavirus. Yeah, try to be away from like MMOs too. For the same reason, I guess. So that's nice there. Hmm. I still want something like unexpected, like a big thing somewhere. Yeah. Well, only thought of terrors like it comes from like onis, like it's like the name for like like birds in like a scientific name. But I kind of expect of it like more like an insect, kind of a flapping wings. That would be super nice. I think we can just be very surprised. There is a reason, yeah, why we see just like close-ups of actors and stuff like that. The awareness of Dune is going to transpire somewhere. I'm sure that. Imagine just like the guild navigators, like their ship. So many things that is still needs to be like showcased. I'm not too concerned about that. But you should just ask Andrew is around still because he knows a bit about that, but he can't say a thing, right? You can talk about like the movies you worked on, but yeah, he did work on that. Damn it! So I'm sure it's going to look good. No pressure. Hello, if I can pronounce that. IVNFDO. Thanks for following. You guys have like very weird names around. Seriously, the challenge was just be able to just like name it correctly. Saving. Come on. So I kind of know what I want to do, so it looks final. I'm just finishing that little piece there that I'm sure I'm going to erase in 2 minutes. That, don't need that, okay. So what I want is something like that. It's more like a swordfish or something. Yeah. Yes, exactly. This is a bit what I wanted, something like that. And then I'm going to just like give it like a big stripes. And that thing there is too curved. I don't know if I want that or not. You know what? Get out. Let's simplify that a bit. Sometimes less is more. Hello, Jimmy, GP. Thanks for following up. Okay. And I am a mouse user since 1984. The recommended channel? No way. Woohoo! Happy dance. That's me doing happy dance. Oh, that's nice. Cool. Yeah, they still exist. They still exist. It's like when I show like a videotape to make it. First time I showed them that, they were like, "What the hell is that?" So it's getting somewhere. Quite happy with that. Almost there. I just need a few little extra cool stuff on that for that, and then we go. And we go like then on the brush again to just add that on the top. So that's like little detail of that guy there. Everything is there. Super cool. Looks nice. So it's kind of the same technique I did there. It's just like some of those elements were from just like basic shapes. Some were like Kit Bash. Just merge that all together, so the cockpit is ready to get his like the rest of the spaceship basically. 3D mouse space palette. Yeah. What's that? Oh, I can see myself picking on the nose. That's cool. I still want to attach that somehow. Let's see. Who is going to help me out there? Sorry, I didn't know who was joining, but thanks for joining, guys. That's a very good night for me. I think it's been a while. So I don't know if you just out of questions, where did you guys just found that stream? Is it from my Twitter or from Instagram? Because I posted on both. Just being curious. Those are like some elements from Andrew's Hudson. Twitter. Okay, cheers. So it's good just because I just added a nice little video instead of just like having just a prompt. I think that just helps people to realize that it is a stream. So okay, I keep that in mind. I'm looking for a certain piece. I don't find it back. That little dude there. I did this one like from what was that? I think like from an element from like a motorbike, and that part is like a few elements from a tank, I think, and it's been around in my Kilbash bank for years. It's been there like all the time. Okay, I should give it a try. It looks interesting. So, sorry, I'm just trying to figure out what part of the spaceship I need to put to just merge that little element there. I like it, but there is something missing, so yeah, definitely that's it. I was just looking for those. They were just hidden in the top. Yeah. those are very like useful for like to do like connections and stuff like that. And also going to use that. Oh, and this one too is from like tank or whatever. It's been around in my bank for a long time. So let's take those and that little thing there. What's fun with kit bashing is just like you just like merge many things together or just scale one tiny detail into like something like more prominent and just change like almost like you don't recognize the object because you're not used to it sit that big. And most of the time when I'm doing like my kit bash, I just don't use that much, but I try to make it count. That's my motto: make it count. Which is annoying with my artists when I'm working with them because I'm saying make it count all the time. So there's no point of doing adding details if nobody sees that, especially in video games. Hey, Jaman, you're on. Hey, so how do you like our little video? That's cool. Nice job, by the way, on your last illustration. That's super nice. Et Nico, c'en est un qu'on devrait choper aussi, je crois. Jarvan, je sais pas s'il est encore avec nous. Alors, tu peux l'inviter. Qu'est-ce que t'en penses? Oh yeah, yeah. In ZBrush, but you should have like also like my texturing technique. The easy way to do that after that is just to have like a good export to like your preferred renderer, or it gets messy. Because I'm not using like UVs now that I have like the exports directly to Keyshot. So that's cool. Everything, guys, starting to look good. I like it. I like the ship. Yeah, that's what I wanted. Like, super fast, dangerous beasts. Cheers. So just a few more details, and we should be good to go on the next stage, and put it back into like the cockpit there. Also, another thing is like, even if I'm like I could just go for hours on a design, there is a time where you have to stop, you know, and if you think you can do better, do better on your next one. That's my motto. It's just like never, never, never. Let's just try to do something that is the ultimate best whatever. No, no, that doesn't happen. You just go with what works. It's effective, cool, you like it, next. Always going next, next, next. Don't don't try to be to do the best thing, whatever. It doesn't exist. Okay. And your best thing is your next thing. That's always like what I think. Like my next thing is going to be better than this one. That is going to be better than the next one, extra extra, and that's how you progress. No. Okay, so finished with that one. Glad to see that someone is using my commands. And if you think I would have other questions and things I should add to my command, comment it. We'll be glad to just like to just improve the feedback. Okay, cool. So I think it's quite looks dangerous enough. We'll add a little like saucer plate somewhere. I really like that theme. So okay, I think I'm good. I'm ready to work on the next step. 39 people. You guys are like night owls. That's the only reason. The way I see it is like you always come at like very late, like super late. But because it's West Coast, maybe I don't know. I want to press that disc because it just breaks the whole thing, so it looks quite interesting. Well, maybe just there. Then do it. I will do it. Okay, cool. Save. And let's move on to the next stage. Oh, okay, cool. Kelly, okay. You're just like, no, yeah, I know where you are, John. And say hi to Ben, by the way. You guys were around like for a while, right? Sorry for the noise. So let's make some room. Okay, so going to adjust one little thing is the size of the cockpit versus the spaceship because it's quite big, but I kind of like it like that way. So I'm going to just freeze that one. And I can move my ship. So I'm just removing anything that is a duplicate of my design. Yeah, so it's going to be there, but I think I could. Let's see if I just scale it down a bit. Okay, cool. Thanks. Yeah, why you just started like just ages ago? Well, because first my English sucked, and agrees, it's still not quite there, but and also because I was very allergic to be like in front of a fucking camera, you know, like I didn't like that. But with all what's happening right now, I just like I feel like I'm more confident, and that's it, you know. I said, okay, it's great. I'm not afraid anymore. Okay. So I guess I don't need that. Okay, I think we're going to give it a try. I'm going to export that, and I'm going to be to need to make room for clouds. Okay, so that's a spaceship. That's sweet. Can we get rid of that too, I think? Okay. Sweet, so export that. Final ship. That sounds like a good label for like an artist. Ozzy Soho, welcome aboard. 40 people, damn guys, thank you. Salut Nico. Yeah, when you say Aquarius, when you say like you're following my work for a long time, how long? Because I always feel like a dinosaur. So I know I've been around for a while. Okay, cool. So that's done. So now I'm going to go there, import, Mr. Final Ship. No, I don't use Substance and I don't use Rhino. If you check in the commands, you'll see like my process, the tools I use will always mean the same. So sometimes like some elements just like fucked up like freaking up like that, but when I'm doing the Dynamesh, everything is good. And I'm doing a Dynamesh because I can, because it's just like I'm just doing illustration, so that's where my process kind of diverges from like the rest of the standard 3D. Is I always seen like my work more like a concept art process, not something that is going to be like in-game or whatever. So yeah, that's good. Nice. So why I did separately my how do you import a bunch of meshes into ZBrush from Maya at once? No idea. I'm not using Maya, sorry, I'm using 3ds Max. But I guess you just have to do like a like in 3ds Max or whatever. You just do like you just have to do like an obj. You select all your objects and you export that as an obj or FBX, and that should do the trick. If not, I'm not true, because that's how it works. So the fact that I have like my cockpit separated from like a spaceship is because I'm going to do like a bunch of those. But I wanted in my illustration, I wanted to have a pilot like up close, so I did like lots of details for the up close version. But in the end, the rest of the spaceships are going to be like with. I'm going to remove a bunch of things to just do like a version that is not that complex. Right now, I'm just selecting the center. My God, too many people around. Thanks a lot, guys. Very appreciating the support. So right now I'm just removing all the crap that is around there, and it's just like in the way of my model. Voila, that's good. Looking good. And if I add like back the, yeah, that's it. So that works well. Sweet. Not bad, not bad. So right now I'm just going to just start to add like details on the spaceship. Just missing something. Okay, I'll just fix that over that. Saving. Always save. So that's where like in ZBrush I can just add like lots of details in shape of brushes. So those are like objects we can just place a bit like I do with my kit bashing, but that's like another set. There's plenty by default, stuff like that. Hello, one up. I got plenty of people around. Like those little things there that don't like look like much, but it just adds a lot of detail very fast. Yeah, subdiv. Those are by default in the brush, so better use them. But I have also like a big set of alphas. Let's go grab them. Just a few will do. Any other question, guys? We're good. So yeah, I started streaming a few weeks ago, and I figured out that I'm doing that kind of work all the time for me by night. Like that's my second moment in the day where I'm creative. So I figured out that why not doing that while streaming. And I do mostly like I don't know, maybe like a few nights a week. I keep my uh, weekends for family. You need that. Nope, I just bought them. You know, like all those like little cool. Like if you check in my comments, I have a few links on that. But most of the alphas now you can just find them super easily on ArtStation. So why doing those with someone just did like a great job? So yeah, the trick is just like just to go with what works for me. And like that's a classic discussion, but there is no shame for an artist to just pick up like stuff around. We use reference, we use don't cut yourself from like a good resource or something like that just because you think that it's cheating. That's not how it works at all. All the big great artists around all come from the same school. We are just learning from the just imitating first, and then you become something on your own. Like maybe one day I'm going to do like my own set of brushes because I want to do something more specific. Mhm. For instance, in the brush you have those cool brushes. Just brush it. I like those handles, very very handy, and also uh, so big. Come on now. There we go. Vents. So maybe this one. So it's just those little details there that just start to make the ship look more and more like complex. Blender, I totally recommend it, and when you learn it, after that you can just teach me how to use it. But all the artists I know, that the good ones, know how to use Blender, and I'm very jealous. Because I'd like to learn that one, but I have no time for that, you know, like either I'm learning to do that or either I'm doing art, you know, and you have to pick one. So I'm going to be the stupid guy still using his mouse, using Philips Max and stuff like that, you know, like, well, whatever. Yeah, not that. But let's see. So I'm going to grab that. So learning some new tricks, Jalen. That's really nice what you did. That was super cool. You were using the Photoshop tricks I showed last time, right? That's very strong light. Thank you, guys. Hello's Marcelo. Marcelo's. Welcome to the spaceship night. I'm going to continue to stream just one more half an hour, something like that, and then we're going to call it tonight. And next stream is going to be maybe a Monday. Yeah, the one map. So fun. I'm sure there's way more ways to just use that domain map thing. Okay, that's cool. I wanted some like big empty blocks like that. Really like that stuff. Quite happy with that. Nice. And for the colors, I think I'm going to go with something like that. Like from a Homeworld, like a big zebra thing. Totally works. Or I think the zebra is like it's a no-brainer. Or a B, maybe. Maybe B, maybe. Yeah, we'll see. Sorry. Bad pun. It's quite cool. So after that, all I need to do is once I've done that one, is to do like maybe like the big spaceship, and that will do it. I need to find a, maybe like it's going to be like the B, but I need to find a name for those spaceships after that. And the cockpit looks great. Interesting. So now I've done that. Let's add a new cool brush I bought. Maybe it's already there. Yes, there. Its name is NS Cables. It's spaceship cables, and the free is quite fun to use. So cables. I guess I'm going to add a few there. Yeah, by default, it has the snap thing there. Quite liking it. Quite happy. Could be better? Yes. Does it does the trick? Yes. I'm going to do like another illustration after that. Yes. Definitely. So my advice is not getting too much like drawn into like details, or just I just like to leave the intention and then move on the next one. Why you think I have like so many like illustrations going on is because I try to do my illustrations maybe like in no more than 5 days, I would say. If I can do like even less, that's good. But for those spaceships, I'm having a bit fun. So, hello, Randy. Nice seeing you. Thanks for joining up. So yeah, if you want to just like be a good illustrator and learn from old dinosaur like me, it's just like don't get too attached to details and stuff like that. Just go straight to the point and move on. Like what counts. Like I'm putting those there because I want after that maybe to show a few spaceships. They're going to be attacking a big one, and while this one is going to be like a close-up, so we can get to see even the pilot inside. With some perspective, it's going to be better. Yeah, that's it. The rest of the spaceships are going to be like seen from more like a distance, like some angles like that. So I'm just trying to make sure that I have like good details there. I was a very strong night, like almost all the time, more than 30 people. Thanks a lot. Feels like there is more and more like free people around. Kind of a sense that we all find ourselves like being on Twitter is fun, but being around with like real time with you guys like way better. So follow me just to get the next steps on this registration, and also like make sure that if you have like friends around that likes 3D, please just tell them like just to pass by. There is always like some bugs with the kind of the those things there, but I don't care. I can just get rid of that later on. So my reference are like Chris Voss, and also like I'm very fan of kid bashing and those Japanese kid bashers were like quite amazing. I could just put like some references for you guys in. If you follow my Pinterest, going to send you Pinterest, you have like hours of like going through that one, because there are like tons of references. So I'm going to share that with you guys right now. And here goes Unite. But for instance, for there is one I'm going to show you. So I'm going to go there. That's one of my like Pinterest, Makoto Kobayashi. It's amazing, cool like design. But that's not the one I wanted to show you. The one I really like is Yokoyama. And it does like crazy cool designs like that. I don't have like that much there, but he did like some super cool spaceships. I don't recall those, but yeah. Anyways, like those are like part of my references. I have also like plenty of artists around and spaceships. Doesn't like model kits. So see, there's plenty and plenty of reference for you guys there. So follow my Pinterest if you want to. You're welcome. Like references is everything. I could just talk hours about that, but I started to understand that when I was like in art school in France. I'm French, by the way. Who knew, right? And I have this annoying teacher, the one you hate, of doing like talking for hours, and you're just trying to not fall asleep during his courses. And it was like passing hours of going back and forth between like different artists and showcasing basically how much the artists just like inspire each other, and each kind of a movement and art takes its roots from like other artists and stuff like that. Saying he has this little question game in the end where we're just like showing us like references of artists and just asking for their names, and you're like, well, of course, obviously it's Pablo Picasso. It was like, I know that's Picabia playing Picasso, and it was never the right one. It was so annoying. I was ending up with like zeros all the time. It was not counting, but it's just frustrating. Anyways, just to say that it stuck with me, and I really pay attention to my references. So my love for tubes, for instance, comes from those kit spaceship things from like Katsuro Otomo, who is like doing like so many like tubes in his designs. I was fascinated by that because it looks like so believable just because you have like a few cables. So you just like add a few cables like that, you know, like all of a sudden like everything just like connects basically. So I think there is a huge attention to detail, but it's just you just put the few ones that count. It's just like everywhere you feel more like there is kind of it's kind of like feels empty, or it's just the model feels a little less believable. You just add a little cable and that's it. And maybe we won't ever see it, but I just took like 2 minutes to do that and that's it. Let's continue. Okay. So what am I going to put there? So see, I'm just like getting like more and more details like that. That's cool. It's working well. More brushes. 42. Wow. Getting close to like 45. Can we have 45? I would love 45 tonight, please. Because that's my new record. Thanks for following Manu Malin. Oh, Manu Malin. Hey. Salut Manu. Is that the Manu I know? No way. Cheers. So who doesn't like brushes? Go. C'est moi. Hey, I know Manu for a while. Never met him, but I know him. And definitely an amazing artist. Tu devrais streamer aussi, Manu. Is better with the symmetry one, right? Claude, Oro. $47. Woohoo! Exploded. Thank you guys. New record. That's nice. So right now it's gonna be crazy around there, but when it just things settle down a bit, I'm going to start to do like giveaways for subs and for followers because you guys are so kind. So I'm going to give away posters and postcards. Sounds good? I am growing. Hello, Andrew. Excellent. Oh shoot. Just saw something. Oh well, it's going to stay there. I didn't put like my. Can I maybe like get rid of that crazy thing there? Yes, I can. That's alright. I don't bother. That's it. That's cool. Forgot to turn on that nasty automasking backface. Sweet. So starting to look quite good. That's the interior of the cockpit. And that's the rest of the spaceship. I need to do like a bit more like details and that'll be alright. Thanks, Andrew. I think there is a few of your parts somewhere. I'm sure you can just recognize them right before me. But I think there's some there. Andrew does like quite cool like kit bashes. You should definitely check on him. And as a spaceship for living, I'm going to say that all the time. So yeah, I was looking for a few more like details. Looks like it's a big family around there. That's nice. Don't pay attention to me. I'm just there, just modeling. Okay. So what else? Okay. More brushes. So that little one there is quite cool because it kind of dies little speckles like that. Cheers. It's because you like this one, right, Andrew? I kept it. Thanks. So I wanted to keep it like quite simple anyways. Okay. Yeah, it's kind of a hitting there quite well. I think that's cool. Going to save that one, and I'm going to do like a little trick. Being I'm going to go and pick up if you guys know the brush. That one is pretty useful. Just before that, I just want to give it a try. The last few brushes I wanted to add somewhere. Let's see. Hmm. Decisions. So it's just to see, you never know. Alright, no, I was just joking. Um, well, it's just quite new. There's just one Pascal, that's me. Yeah, the streaming thing is it's a bit new, and it shows. But I'll get better at it. Not sure I'm going to do like cocktails like you, Andrew, but you know. Yeah, but maybe like learning Blender together could be like could be fun. Because that's one I'd like to learn. So maybe it could be like interesting to do that streaming. But like I said, it's going to be like with lots of French swearing. Because, I'm not patient. I think we're good to go. So next step is that feature I was talking about, the mask by smoothness. So it selects all the edges like that. So because I added like all the speckles and all those little cool effects like that, before that the kind of the spaceship was a bit flat, and see the little like details we have there, like where all the bezels are just like popping out and stuff like that. That's using that technique. So I'm just using by swag by smoothness, and then go in deformation and just inflate just a tad, maybe like 2 or 3 or 5. 5 would do. 5 would do. Let's see. When it does, it just like creates well more like details like that. I really like that everywhere, and that's it. So I think I'm going to do the paint job next time. But the ship is ready for the paint job basically. Quite cool, quite happy. I can just show you if you want, guys. Like next step is going to be like going to key shots. I can just go fast there so I can show you. So I'm just putting that back, saving. And from there, the easy part is now like I have like this external renderer. I go key shot, auto merge, or that jazz, magic button, and it goes into my renderer right away. I love that. So anything I do like in the engine right away, in the ZBrush painting, you name it, I can just export it right away. I don't have to do UVs or whatever. I like that. And then it's in ZBrush basically, in key shots, right? Hello, Regulus One. Thanks for following. So if I go quick and just remove the ground shadow, I can also like have a different kind of environment. Pretty fast. We said pretty fast. Okay. I have to put a section with my hardware setup, but we can find that in the comments, by the way. So if you check my comments, there is one about like my setups. So it's semi-pro. Jeez. So yeah, it was good like that. And then you have interior of the ship with cool little guy checking inside. And I think if I find it back, oh, I didn't import it, but I have like some lighting I can just take from let's see how it goes. It was not ZBrush exports into keyshot only the things that are just like visible in the scene. So I just go back and I'm just going to add that. So almost pro, right? It's not a crazy PC. You know, I buy my PC maybe every 2 or 3 years, maybe 5 years, and I just take the best at the moment, and that's it. I just like SOF that. And there will be light. That's it. So yeah, it's pretty cool, it's pretty fast. Looks good. And voila for tonight. Yeah, so after that I'm going to paint that back in the brush. And the way it does it is like it's again quite straightforward, because now that I have like everything set up, I can just go there and basically paint that. Yeah, so I'm so not a technical guy. You have no idea. Well, I think it kind of shows, but yeah. So basically what I do is just I do like very rough, like mock-up of what I want, like in terms of like a painting. And then I can do like more and more details and stuff like that, but just for instance, if I play around, why not? Whatever, and that I can just export it back again in no time, basically. Thanks a lot. Ashen creatures, hey, doing good, but I'm almost done there. So just thanks for joining, but I'm done. So it's like yeah, it's 2 in the morning, so time for me to just like hit the bed. It's just to show like a bit more like the process, but you know what? See, it's working well. That's perfect. So I'm going to continue certainly on Monday. Thanks a lot, guys, for following. You know, so you for those who just follow me like since the beginning of this session, you just saw like the ship basically building up from like scratch. The first steps like that to ZBrush details and ZBrush, and then now I like K-shot, and K-shot I can just continue with that little pass I show you with the masking. I can do that just to okay, just 2 minutes more. I can show you that. It's fun. So if I just I won't stay with that, but it's just to show you how fast it is with ZBrush. Is cool. As the mask by smoothness. So fun to do that. Going with a light gray or something. And there you go, you have like more details, everything is just popping out basically. It's just a question of just like painting over again, having like some tags, some elements there. Show fun. It's hard to stop today. I usually stream more around like between 10 and a half East Coast time to that time, more midnight. I'm a bit late, but I'm just having fun. So just last one, and I'm done masking in. That works so nice. And export that. Cheers. Yes, Jordan. Going to bed too. So now you see all the details are in there. I didn't even started to play with the shaders and stuff like that. So quite impressive. So okay, guys, have a good one. Thanks a lot, and thanks for the following up. It was a very good stream night, so I really enjoyed that. See you around certainly Monday. Bye bye.